जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा नयननाथ जी की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्तर सचिशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्तर सचिशिला भक्ति दैता माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्तर सचिशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय श्री नृसिंह चतुर्दशी तिथि बरा की जय। जय श्री नृसिंह भगवान की जय। जय तादिया स्वाविर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्री जुता पादकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। Today is the appearance day of Nrisingha Bhagavan, so we have to sing this song, Dashavatar Stotram. It starts with Pralaya Payodi Jale. You can find Dashavatar Stotram. Pralaya Payodi Jale Dritavana Veda Vihitavahitra Charitra Makeda Keshavadrita Mina Sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Kshitiriha Vipulatare Tishtati Tava Prishte Dharani Dharana Kina Chakra Garishte Keshabadrita Kurma Sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Vasati Dashana Shikare Dharani Tabalagna Shashini Kalanka Kalebani Magna Keshabadrita Shukara Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakamadbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanupringam Keshabadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Chalayasi Vikramane Bali Madbhuta Vaman Padanaka Nirajanita Janapavan Keshabadrita Bhamana Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Kshatriya Rudiramaye Jakatapapam Snapayasi Payasi Shamita Bhavatapam Keshabadrita Brigupati Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Vitarasi Dikhurane Dikpati Kamaniyam Dashamukha Mauli Balim Ramaniyam Keshabadrita Rama Sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Vahasiva Pushi Vishade Vasanam Jaladabham Halahati Bhiti Milita Jamunabham Keshabadrita Haladhara Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Nindasiyagya vider ahaha shruti jatam Sadaya hridaya darshita pashughatam Keshabadrita buddha sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Mlecha nivaha nidane kalayasi karavala Dhumaketu miva kimapi karalam Keshavadrita kolki sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Shri Jaya Deva Kaveri Damudita Mudara Shrinu Sukhadam Shubhadam Bhavasaram Keshavadrita Dashavidarupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jai Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nrisingha Dev Jaya Nrisingha Dev Nrisingha Dev Jaya Nrisingha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol. To today is a very auspicious day. Nrisingha Chaturdashi means appearance of Nrisingha Bhagavan. Just now we sang this song, and in the fourth line, Jayadev Goswami, he is speaking about Nrisingha avatar. So since last 6 days we are hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yesterday we heard how Prahlad Maharaj instructed his demon boys that they should accept Sharanagati to Supreme Lord as the ultimate goal, and also he told how he got this knowledge from Narad Goswami when he was in womb. And also we heard the planets achieved by sacrifices, that is heavenly planets, are perishable and impure, with superior enjoyment awarded only according to the amount of pious acts. Then you will fall down. Therefore, worship with devotion the faultless Lord to achieve the Lord, the objective of the Atma. Yesterday I told the ultimate goal of Atma is Paramatma, Supreme Lord. That is his satisfaction, food, that then he can be fulfilled, not by anything temporary. Thinking himself learned, a man repeatedly performs actions for attaining Svarga and achieves opposite results without fail. He thinks that will fulfill me, but it cannot fulfill him. So opposite result is there. You are not getting what you want. The karmis are determined to achieve happiness in this life by destroying unhappiness, but they achieve only unhappiness by their actions. Like if you have some desire, then when it is not fulfilled, then you suffer because of that. So then you fulfill that desire that is not actually positive happiness. It is only removal of the stress, what you had before, not positive happiness. So ultimately you cannot be fulfilled. Happiness will become perfect from giving up the desire for material enjoyment. In order to be happy, a person desires objects of enjoyment and tries to attain them by performing actions. The perishable body, however, which is food for vultures, gets destroyed and again makes its appearance in order to give more suffering. What are children, wife, house, and wealth which are different from the self? Kingdom, treasury, elephants, ministers, servants, and relatives are simply objects of false possessiveness. We think they are ours, but they are not. Otherwise we could keep them, but we cannot. They are all non-eternal. They will go. We don't get them by our own will, and they will go not by our will. What is the use of these insignificant, worthless, perishable things, which appear valuable for a person who experiences bliss in the ocean of rasa? One who is having ocean of bliss and eternal bliss, unlimited bliss, then what will these non-eternal things be for him? they appear valuable, but not for such a person. That is why we have to associate with such pure devotees and hear from them. Then we can realize that what is what, and what can fulfill us, what cannot. Here it is Nityananda Rasodadheh, eternal bliss, ocean of bliss, eternal, Nityananda. O demons, please ascertain the amount of real benefit available in temporary pleasures like sex life for a person with no opportunity for pleasure in this world because of his karma. Here in the commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, this person actually has no opportunity for pleasure because he has no opportunity because of his karma. The jiva performs actions with a human body received according to his past actions. He attains a heavenly body by his actions. This condition arises because of lack of discrimination concerning the Atma in the human and heavenly bodies. Here in commentary, the jiva performs actions with a human body which produces karma. He attains another body on Svarga by his actions without distinguishing these two bodies from Atma. He thinks, I perform action, I enjoy Svarga as a result of my actions, those pious activities. This type of identity has no sense of discrimination, Vivek, since the Atma is completely different from both bodies. This earthly body or that heavenly body is different from the Atma. So one who has no Vivek, avivekataha, no discrimination, he thinks this is different. Therefore, that body is different, this body is different, but he cannot differentiate between body, any kind of body, and Atma. He's discriminating person. Therefore, without material desire, worship the independent Supreme Lord, Paramatma, who gives shelter to Artha, Kama, and Dharma. Means Artha, Dharma, and Kama are dependent on the Lord, just as oxen are dependent on their master for performing their actions and enjoyment. The Lord is the Atma of all living beings, made of the elements starting with Mahat Tattva, which are created by the Lord, and He is the supreme object of affection. When Jivatma first contacts matter, that is Mahat Tattva, then he gets ego from that. Then further creation goes. But this Mahat Tattva is Krishna's energy. He created. And Supreme Lord is the Atma, means the life of all living entities, whose bodies are created by these elements. Yes. In commentary, since the Lord is the body and the Atma of all beings, is Paramatma and is most dear to all beings, you should worship Him. He is the Atma, Paramatma of all beings. He is the Supreme Lord. He is the body of all beings, since He is their cause, creating them from Hatattva and other elements. Because the Jiva is His Tatashta Shakti, the Lord is known as the Jiva in Gita. I am Jiva. Since the Lord is dearest to all beings, worship Him. He is dearer than what is called the Jiva, that you will find in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. That Paramatma is the dearest, even more dear than all other relations and even your own self. If a Devata, demon, human being, Yaksha or Gandharva renders service to the lotus feet of Mukunda, he becomes situated in the most auspicious condition of life, exactly like me. So it is for all, Devata, demon, human being, Yaksha, Gandharva, anyone. If they worship Supreme Lord, they are in a most auspicious condition of life. Exactly like me. Prahlad Maharaj knows. He has all awareness of everything. So he knows that service to Supreme Lord is the most auspicious condition. O sons of demons, being a Brahmana, Devata, that is demigod, or a sage, good conduct, learning, charity, austerity, worship, cleanliness, and vows cannot please the Lord. The Lord is pleased by pure bhakti. Other than bhakti, everything else is a cause of mockery. You see, from the standpoint of pure bhakti, everything else is cheating and cause of mockery. Here, these items cannot please Him. Far from pleasing Him, they are a cause of ridicule with comparison with pure devotion. O demons, perform bhakti to the Lord, Paramatma, while seeing at all times everyone's happiness and distress as one's own. They are empathic devotees. When they see someone suffering, they see it is their own suffering. So they want to rescue him from that suffering by engaging him in the service of Krishna. O sons of demons, the yakshas, rakshasas, women, shudras, cowherd men, birds, animals, and the sinful living entities can attain spiritual bodies along with the association of the Supreme Lord. So, everyone has that spiritual form, that is their Atma, but now they are conditioned souls, so they may be according to karma in any of these. Yakshas, Rakshasas, they are eating human beings. Women, Shudras, birds, animals, sinful, they can get, everyone can attain spiritual body by pure bhakti. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he showed this. When he was going to forest, he awakened everyone. Here in commentary, bhakti does not depend on good birth. Achyutatam gatah means that one becomes similar to Achyuta by assuming a spiritual body, because both are transcendental. Or it can mean that one attains the position of never falling, as the karmis do from Svarga. Sometimes I heard from some, oh, I am not born in India, so I cannot do bhakti. That is not confirmed by Shastra. No. Does not depend on good birth. It depends on whether you want to serve Krishna or not. Being inspired so by sadhu sangha. It is said in Kashikanda, because devotees do not fall from their position at the time of universal destruction, the Lord is called Achyuta by the learned in all the worlds. That is Skanda Purana. The supreme goal of man in this world is considered to be pure bhakti for Govinda, by which one sees Govinda everywhere. That is supreme goal, and once you get pure bhakti, then you are eligible to see Supreme Lord. And because Supreme Lord is everywhere, then you can see him everywhere, like Prahlad, as we will see. Narada said, after hearing what Prahlad spoke, all the children did not accept what was taught by their teachers. Means Sanda and Tamarka. What they were teaching? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and politics. Friends, enemies, yours, mine, fighting, all these things. So, they, after hearing from Prahlad, they did not accept that. Since Prahlada's teachings were faultless, they accepted Prahlad's teachings. When the son of Shukracharya saw that the students had fixed their intelligence on Bhakti Yoga, means Sanda and Tamarka, they saw, he became frightened and reported the situation to the king. Here it is in singular, I don't know why, there two, Sanda and Tamarka. They became frightened and reported the situation to the king, means Hiranyakashipu. His body trembling in rage, rebuking him with harsh words, the king decided to kill his son, who did not deserve that punishment. Looking with his crooked, sinful eyes at his gentle and obedient son, who was standing peacefully with folded hands, the father, evil by nature, hissing like a trampled snake, then spoke. Demons, they want to harm others. That is evil. Hiranyakashipu said, O most impudent fool, outcast, disruptor of the family, you have stubbornly violated my orders. I will send you today to the abode of Yamaraj. Fool, when I can read Vishnu Jaguri Thakur, it is more in subtle form also. Durvinita means impudent, but it also has another meaning, especially well-behaved or merciful towards the rascals. Mandatman means a fool, but also means a person who is attentive to the unfortunate, since he cannot tolerate their suffering. Manda Atman, friend of Manda, like unfortunate. Kula Beda Kara means a breaker of a family, but also means a person who brings distinction to the family. Because everyone will remember Prahlad. He considered Prahlad to be vile, Adhama, because Prahlad, like the Prajapatis, had great power. Prahlad is considered arrogant because he does not consider the demons worthy of worship. You have violated my orders. I will take you to Yama's abode. The other meaning is Yamakshayam is the abode for yoga, which enables Prahlad to survive. So there are other meanings also possible here. Of course, these were not the meanings intended by Hiranyakashipu, but it can mean also. Fool, when I am angry, all the three worlds tremble, along with their rulers. By whose strength have you fearlessly violated my order? Prahlad said, the Lord is my strength and your strength, and the strength of others who are strong. By him all creatures, high and low, moving and non-moving, headed by Brahma, are controlled. Means, from where you got this power? Then Prahlad said, from same source as you. Everyone is getting power from Supreme Lord. We are all controlled by him. Like one time, one boy who attended one public lecture of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. He told in between class, Swamiji, I don't believe in God. Then Swami Maharaj told, who has given you the power to say, I don't believe in God? If he takes away from you, then can you say, I don't believe in God? So God is controlling everything. From him we get power and he can take. He takes. When we are born, we slowly get the power of this body. Then when we become old, we lose, and then we die also. We cannot change that. It is impossible for us to change. So Prahlad Maharaj further said, he is the Supreme Lord. He is time and performer of great deeds. He is the strength of the senses, mind and body. He is the mind, senses and body. The Supreme Lord creates, maintains and destroys the universe by his Shaktis. He is the master of the three gunas. And this verse our Gurudev liked very much. Give up your demoniac nature. Make your mind equal to all beings. Means seeing them all as coming from Supreme Lord. No this worldly discrimination. Your country, your group, my group. No. Make your mind equal to all beings. There are no enemies except the mind which is uncontrolled and deviant. Worship the unlimited Lord. Uncontrolled mind means when we are under the influence of mind, then we have such demoniac vision, illusory vision. I and mine, yours and you, your country, enemy, friends, this. So that is the real enemy, that kind of mind. But if someone worships Supreme Lord, unlimited Supreme Lord, then he will be free from such demoniac or such maic, illusory perception. Then he will be kind to all living entities and will see them all equally in relation to Supreme Lord. So Prahlad Maharaj is requesting his father, you please give up this illusory mentality and worship unlimited Supreme Lord. Here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining, give up your demonic nature and make your mind think that yourself and others are equal. Then Hiranyakashipu is asking, how can I make my mind equal to enemies? They're enemies. How can I make my mind equal? Like some are friends, some are enemies. Then Prahlad said, there are no enemies except for the mind which is uncontrolled. When you control the mind and see everyone equal to yourself, you will not see any enemies. That is being equal everywhere. Smarahana means worship. Samadarshan. Foolish persons like you, not conquering the 6 plunderers, which means Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, think that they have conquered the 10 directions. Where are the enemies for the person who has conquered the mind, who has conquered the 6 plunderers, and who is wise and equal to all? These enemies are created by illusion. Because Hiranyakashipu said, I have conquered 3 worlds. Everyone is afraid of me. Why you are not afraid of me? Then Prahlad Maharaj saying, what you conquered? You did not conquer your mind. You did not conquer these 6 enemies. They are stealing from you. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, lust, anger, greed, all this. So when you have uncontrolled mind, when you are under the control of mind, then you see enemies like this. My country, your country, demons, demigods. Once that Alexander the Great, he's from Macedonia, he was conquering everywhere. Whole that Middle East and everywhere he conquered. Then he also came to India. There he met one Kalyan Baba, one yogi. His name was Kalyan Baba. And he was attracted to him. Then Kalyan Baba asked him, who are you? Then he said, I am Alexander the Great, because I conquered all these countries. Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, everywhere I conquered. Greece, everything I conquered. I am Alexander the Great. Then that Kalyan Baba started to smile. Ha, 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 ha. Then he asked him, why you are smiling? Then he said, you are saying you are great, that you have conquered all these countries. But I see you did not even conquer your mind. And because of that, you cannot have any peace, any happiness in your heart. Then this touched the Alexander the Great. He could feel that this is true. Then he did not go further in India, but he got this teaching in India. So these enemies, they're created by illusion for those who have uncontrolled mind. But when you can control your mind, subdue your mind, and you have pure vision with your soul's eye, without filter of that illusory mind, then you don't see any enemies. Hiranyakashipu said, O fool, by boasting so excessively, you clearly show that you desire to die. Dying persons speak incoherent words. They speak like madmen. So I see that you want to die. O most unfortunate Prahlad, you have always described a controller of the universe other than me. But where is he? If he is everywhere, then why is he not present before me in this pillar? Here in the commentary this comes. You are most unfortunate because you have given up the wealth of the universe, which is mine. This whole universe is mine. And you are misbehaving with me, so how you will get this universe? You gave up this wealth, this opportunity. Because you are my son, you are the heir, means you will get it after me. So you are so foolish. If the Lord exists, where is he? Prahlad says he is everywhere. Why is he not in the pillar? Prahlad, seeing the proof, speaks. I see him in the pillar. Then Hiranyakashipu said, because you are speaking so much nonsense, I shall now sever your head from your body. Now let your Lord, who is your preferred shelter, save you. In commentary, Hiranyakashipu does not see the Lord. He then speaks this verse. Obsessed with anger, mighty Hiranyakashipu, continuously abusing his exalted devotee son with harsh words, took up his sword, rose from his exalted throne, and struck his fist against the column. Tadaiva tasmin ninado tibishano bhabuva ye nanda kataham asputat yam vai sva dishnyo pagatam tvaja dayah shrutva swadham na tvaya yam anga menire. At that time, from within the pillar came a fearful sound, as if the covering of the universe was cracking. O Yudhishthir, when the sound reached the abodes of the Devatas like Lord Brahma, the Devatas, hearing it, thought that their abodes would be destroyed. While showing his extraordinary prowess, Hiranyakashipu, who desired to kill his own son, heard that astonishing tumultuous sound, which had never before been heard. Upon hearing the sound, the other leaders of the demons became frightened and could not see the origin of that sound in the assembly. Satyam vidatum nija britya bhashitam vyaptim chabuteshu akileshu chatmana adrishyatat rupam udvahan stambe sabhayam na mrigam na manusham. To prove the words of his servant, that he is present in all objects to be true, the Lord showed an astonishing form which was neither animal nor human to the assembly. Bol Shri Nrisingha Bhagavan ki jai. Here in commentary, Prahlad had said that the Lord was present in the pillar because he's everywhere. To prove those words of his servant true, to make that truth visible, the Lord appeared. And to make true the statement that his form was spread everywhere, in Nrisingha and other forms, he became visible in the pillar where he had been invisible. He took a form in the assembly which was neither an animal form nor a human form. His servant Hiranyakashipu had prayed not to die from any created living beings, and also prayed not to die inside or outside, and not by man or beast. The Lord appeared in that form to make that prayer true. He was not being created, he was not a being created by Brahma, he was not an animal nor a human. Brahma creates animals and humans, but not half. Nor was he situated within the assembly hall, nor outside in the yard. Some people also say that he appeared in that form to prove the words of his servants like Narad to be true, because he told that, it is coming. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Kaunteya, my devotee never perishes. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. And Narad said to Indra, you will not be able to kill this child. Hiranyakashipu said, perhaps I will die because of my hatred of Prahlad. When Hiranyakashipu made his request, Brahma had said, let it be. So all these promises of all devotees, Supreme Lord will fulfill, and all prayers. Looking all around, as the creature emerged from the pillar, Hiranyakashipu thought, this remarkable being is neither an animal nor a human. What is this man-lion form? The form of Nrisingha appeared in front of Hiranyakashipu, who studied that frightful form having fierce eyes, the color of molten gold and dreadful teeth, a face expanded by his brilliant mane, and a tongue with sharp tip waving like a sword. His frown was terrifying, and his rigid ears pointed up. His nostrils spread open like mountain caves. His open jaw was terrifying. His body covered by hairs white like the moon, with broad chest and narrow waist and thick short neck, reached the sky. He had unconquerable nails as weapons on his hundreds of arms, which spread in all directions. By his normal weapons and other excellent weapons, he made the demons flee. So he also had other weapons. So because of those, other demons fled. But for Hiranyakashipu, use something else. But he had chakra, clap, and thunderbolt, all weapons he had. Lord Vishnu, who possesses great mystic power, has made this plan to kill me, but what is the use of such an attempt? Uttering this and taking up his club, while roaring loudly, Hiranyakashipu, elephant among the demons, attacked the Lord. Just as an insect falls into a fire, Hiranyakashipu disappeared within the Lord's effulgence. This is not at all astonishing for the Lord, the light of pure goodness, because he formerly destroyed the darkness by forming Mahatattva. Here, Supreme Lord is the light of Shuddha Sattva, in which one can see no darkness. Because previously, at the time of creation, after dissolution of the universe, he destroyed the darkness by forming Mahatattva, which glows. What then to speak of his direct form at this time? So both his direct form is effulgent, and also that first created Mahatattva, that is also glowing. So there was so much glow, and Hiranyakashipu disappeared in that glow. When he attacked him, then others would see his in the glow he disappeared. And thereafter, the great demon angrily approached Nrisingha and struck him with his club using great force. Lord Nrisingha, who holds a club, captured the great demon along with his club, just as Garuda captures a great snake. He attacked him with club, but Nrisingha captured that club. O Yudhishthir, when Nrisingha gave Hiranyakashipu a chance to slip from his hand, just as Garuda sometimes lets a snake slip from his mouth, the Devatas, who had lost their abodes and were hiding behind the clouds, did not consider that incident to be good fortune, because he slipped from his hand. Hiranyakashipu, thinking that the Lord was afraid of his prowess, because he had escaped from the Lord's hands, with his fatigue of fighting gone, took up his sword and shield and again attacked the Lord with great force. Actually, Nrisingha, by his own will, he let him go. Not that he was weak. That was like a play. Like mouse also plays with cat, sometimes plays with mouse little, then catches. So Hiranyakashipu was thinking, he's afraid of me. So he attacked again. Laughing loudly with a terrifying sound, the agile Lord captured the demon, who moved up and down with the speed of a hawk and left no spot vulnerable by using his shield and sword, but who had closed his eyes out of fear of the laughter. When Supreme Lord Nrisingha Bhagavan, he loudly laughed, that made Hiranyakashipu afraid, and he closed eyes. Just as a snake captures a mouse, the Lord caught the demon, who flailed his limbs about when captured, and placed him on his lap at the threshold of the palace. With his nails, he then casually pierced the demon, whose skin could not be pierced with an axe, just as Garuda pierces a poisonous snake. Here in commentary, he pierced him at the door, which was not in the assembly hall nor outside. He placed him on his lap, a place which was neither on the ground nor in the sky. He pierced him by his nails, which were neither living nor dead. They are not dead because they are growing, but they are also not living because they are matter. If you cut, then he will finish. And also not by any weapon, but by his nails. Also he killed him during the twilight, which was neither day nor night. After sunset, there is some short period called twilight, before full night. So that twilight is neither day or night. With fierce eyes, difficult to look upon because of their anger, the Lord licked the edges of his gaping mouth with his tongue. His mane and face were red because of stains of drops of blood, and he wore the demon's intestines as a garland. He looked like a lion after killing an elephant. Leaving aside the demon, whose heart was uprooted by his nails, when he opened him, then he plucked out the heart and put him aside, and his intestine he put as a garland. Leaving aside the demon whose heart was uprooted by his nails, the Lord, armed with his phalanxes of arms, killed all his followers by the thousands, using his nails and weapons. Other demons. Them he could kill with weapons, because they did not have that boon that they cannot be killed by weapons. The clouds, shaken by his mane, fled away. The planets lost their effulgence by his glance. Attacked by his breathing, the oceans became agitated. The directions cried out in fear of his roaring. The sky, filled with airplanes, dislocated by his flying mane, and the earth as well, afflicted by his feet, slipped from their positions. Mountains sprang up by his vehemence, and the sky and the directions lost their luster because of his effulgence. So airplanes in the sky, they were also dislocated. Here means airplanes of demigods, not this machinery. That is another. So that became disrupted also, dislocated by his flying mane. No one could serve the unchallenged, fully shining Lord with terrifying, angry face, seated on the king's throne in the hall. So he seated on the throne of a king means he conquered. Seeing that cause of fever for the 3 worlds had been killed by the Lord in battle, the wives of the Devatas, their faces bursting with intense joy, showered flowers again and again. The sky became crowded with airplanes of the Devatas, desirous of seeing the Lord. The heavenly drums sounded, the chief Gandharvas danced, and the heavenly woman sang. O Yudhishthir, the Devatas headed by Brahma, Indra and Shiva, the sages, the Pitris, these are forefathers, Siddhas, Vidyadharas, the snakes, that is Nagas, the Manus, the Prajapatis, the Gandharvas, the Apsaras, the Charanas, the Yakshas, the Kimpurushas, the reptiles, the Vetalas, the Kinnaras, or maybe Kinnaras, I'm not sure, but some of the reptiles, and the associates of Vishnu, such as Sunanda and Kumuda, with hands over their heads, not too far away, each offered respects to the seated man-lion who was shining brilliantly. Nara Shardulam. Brahma said, I offer respects to the unlimited master of unlimited potencies, of astonishing prowess and pure actions, who carries out creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the universe by Maya with ease and remains undiminished. Shiva said, the end of the millennium is the time for your anger. Now you have killed this insignificant demon. O Lord, you are affectionate to your devotee. Therefore protect his son who is obedient to you. Indra said, your share of sacrifice has been taken back by you, our deliverer. You have illuminated your residence, our lotus hearts, afflicted by the demon. What is this post of Indra devoured by time? O Nrisingha, those who engage in your service do not give any regard to liberation. What then is the use of other things? See, even Indra knows that is temporary, my post, and he knows that those who have pure devotion, they're getting that highest bliss. They don't think even about liberation. What about other temporary things? They don't want anything. The sages said, O original person, O protector, O shelter, you have taught us about the supreme austerity, which is your power alone, by which you created this universe which was merged in you. Today again you have approved of this power of austerity which was covered by the demon by taking the form of Nrisingha to protect it. The Pitris said, the demon enjoyed by force the Shraddh offerings which were offered by our sons when visiting holy places. So he took those offerings also. So Pitris could not get. He drank the water with sesame seeds. We offer respects to, because this water with sesame seeds is offered also in Shraddh. We offer respects to Nrihari, protector of all dharma, who obtained those offerings from the stomach of the demon, whose fat was torn by your nails. The Siddhas said, O Lord Nrisingha, with your nails you pierced the sinful demon who showed pride many times, and who stole our mystic powers and austerity by force. We offer respects to you. The Vidyadhara said, we eternally offer respects to merciful Nrisingha, who in battle killed this animal, this fool, proud of his strength and prowess, who forbade knowledge attained by various types of meditation. One of this knowledge consists of the power of becoming invisible in such things. The Nagas said, they are snakes, O giver of bliss to our wives, we offer respects to you who give pleasure to our wives by piercing the chest of the sinful demon who stole our jewels and woman. Oh no, the Manus said, O Lord, we who carry out your orders have had our laws of Varna Ashram reversed by the son of Diti. Manus, they give these Varna Ashram rules in Manu Smriti or Manu Samhita. But he reversed everything, this Hiranyakashipu. Those who are doing pious activities, they will go to hell and they will suffer. And those who do sinful activities, they will get good. You have killed this sinner, O Master, what can we do for you? Please instruct your servants. The Prajapatis said, O Supreme Lord, we, the Prajapatis, have been created by you. By piercing his chest, you have killed this demon who forbade us to create progeny. That is their service, to create progeny, but Hiranyakashipu stopped that. O form of pure sattva, your appearance is auspicious for the world. The Gandharva said, O Lord, we are your dancers and singers. You have killed this demon who subjugated us by his prowess, bodily strength and sensual strength. What benefit is such a person? The Charana said, O Lord, because you have destroyed the demon Hiranyakashipu, who audaciously slept in bed-like hearts of the devotees, we take shelter of your lotus feet, which award liberation from the material world. So here, he sleeps even in the bed of the heart of the devotees, audaciously, proudly, forcefully, he sleeps there. Not tolerating that, you killed him. From today, you alone should sleep in their hearts. Our Gurudev explained that this Hiranyakashipu demon has a meaning. Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means bad in Sanskrit. So Hiranyakashipu means desire. This demon represents desire for wealth and sexual enjoyment. And along with these two, also name and fame comes. So desire for Kanaka Kamini Pratishta, wealth, sex, enjoyment, and name and fame is Hiranyakashipu. And he is residing in our hearts. So Nrisingha Bhagavan, he will kill him and he will protect Prahlad. Prahlad means causeless devotion to Supreme Lord. Both in our hearts, But we have to submit to Nrisingha Bhagavan to kill that demon and to enhance Prahlad. So, from today onwards, only you should sleep in the hearts of devotees. The Yaksha said, O controller of the 24 elements, we are your chief attendants, rendering pleasing services. The demon forced us to be his palanquin carriers. O Narahari, knowing the misery he inflicted on us, you killed him. The Kim Purusha said, we are insignificant living entities, and you are the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Controller. When this demon was condemned by devotees, he was then killed by you. The inhabitants of Vitalaloka said, Dear Lord, because of chanting your spotless glories in great assemblies and arenas of sacrifice, we gained great respect from everyone. By good fortune, you have killed this sinful man like a disease who usurped our due respect. He took respect also from everyone. The Kinara said, O Supreme Controller, we are your servants, but we were engaged constantly by this demon in rendering free service to him. No salary, free service. O Master, this cause of suffering has now been killed by you. O Lord Nrisingha, please act for our prosperity. The associates of Lord Vishnu said, O Lord, our supreme giver of shelter, today we have seen your amazing form as Nrisinghadev, good fortune for the entire world. O Lord, we can understand that this demon was your servant, who was cursed by the Kumaras, and that you killed him as an act of mercy to him. Who knew this? These Vishnu Parshadas, associates of Vishnu, they knew this tattva. Narad said, the Devatas, headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and other great Devatas, dared not come before the Lord, who could not be approached because of his absorption in anger. What to speak of others, even Lakshmi could not calm Nrisingha. Prahlad, however, understood that Nrisingha was the embodiment of affection. Prahlad was thinking, why did the Devas praise the Lord from far off while revealing their individual miseries? The Lord was absorbed in anger because he was very angry. That is why they were praising him from distance, and no one could calm him. Why? Because, our Gurudev explained, because there was some selfish interest there inside. Each one said, he took us this, from us this, but there was no pure devotion to Nrisingha Bhagavan. And also, Nrisingha Bhagavan was angry because they did not come to help Prahlad. And they did not come to pacify Prahlad, who was, Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill him. So why you are coming here to me, singing my glories? You should have come to Prahlad to pacify him, to protect him, and pacify him. So Nrisingha Bhagavan was angry on them also, because of separate interest and this point. So Nrisingha Bhagavan was roaring after hearing these prayers, very angry. Then Brahma said to Lakshmi, so here Lakshmi, though requested by all the devatas, after seeing him in an astonishing form never seen or heard of before, did not approach the Lord out of fear. She was also afraid. Here, Vishnu Thakur, very nice commentary he is giving. Though she had seen Nrisingha in a previous kalpa, previous day of Brahma, and though Nrisingha is always present in Vaikuntha, her impression of not having previously seen or heard about this form was produced by the Lila Shakti, in order to make everyone taste Adbhuta Rasa, the mood of astonishment. By Yoga Maya, she got that astonishment. I never saw like this before. So she said, no, I cannot go. When husband is angry, then wife cannot approach. And I never saw him angry like this, so I cannot go. Brahma requested Prahlad, who was standing nearby, my dear son, please go forward and appease the Lord who is angry at your father. O king, the child, a great devotee, accepting Brahma's request, gently approached Nrisingha with folded hands and offered his respects on the ground. So, somewhere it is mentioned, Shanake Vidrinchali. Our Gurudev told that according to Shastra, there are two ways of offering obeisances to Supreme Lord with all the parts of the body and hands. One option is like this, you have to keep above your head and like this with folded hands. Another is like this, one hand above the other, means with one hand, with left hand you are touching his right feet, with right hand you are touching his left feet. Only these two hand positions are mentioned in Shastra. And with both hands you have to do Dandavat. One offense is to do only with one hand. So our Gurudev told these two options are there, but I am doing like this, above head, with folded hands, because Prahlad Maharaj did like this. It is mentioned in this verse. Vidritanjali, with folded hands, he prostrated on the ground. When Lord Nrisingha saw the small boy prostrated at the soles of his feet, overcome with affection, he raised Prahlad and placed upon the boy's head his lotus hand, which destroys fear in the minds of persons afraid of the snake of time. When you get that realization of your eternal self, then that fear of snake of time is gone. Like Parikshit Maharaj. He knew I will die after 7 days by snake bite. So he came to those sages to ask what I have to do. Then Shukadev came and spoke Harikatha, and Shukadev told him, you give up this animal consciousness that you will die. Then Parikshit realized his real self by the grace of Shukadev Goswami and was not afraid of Taksha. So like that, here directly hand was put on Prahlada's head by Supreme Lord, and there is no fear. Although Prahlad already before he had no fear, because he is a pure devotee, he has no fear. Here only it is described that hand bestows fearlessness. Yes. Krita Bhayam means his hand which creates fearlessness. By the touch of Nrisingha Deva's hand on Prahlad's head, Prahlad, who was already completely freed from all material contaminations, developed full realization of Paramatma, becoming blissful with melted heart, with tears in his eyes and hairs standing on end, he held the Lord's lotus feet in his heart. Here in commentary, Prahlad had already been purified of the inauspiciousness created by being born in a demoniac family by bhakti. That there it is written, by bhakti or by chanting Harinam purely, one will destroy his prarabdha karma. That is why low birth does not apply to him. So you cannot say to Vaishnava, you are low caste, we are Brahmins, we are high, we are superior, you are low caste. No, that you cannot say. So for this reason, Prabhupada gave Brahmin thread to those who started pure devotion to Krishna, because that prarabdha karma of low birth is already destroyed. And thereafter Brahman, that is the purpose of Brahmanas. So that is there in Shastra. So Prahlad already destroyed inauspiciousness by this demoniac family. That impurity would have made the Lord's touching his head impossible. Lord will touch head to one who is pure. What was already accomplished became fully manifest by the power of the Lord's touch. Prahlad had realization of Paramatma. Prahlad, with full attention and concentrated mind, his heart and sight fixed upon the Lord, began to offer prayers with a voice faltering because of prema. Here it is written, prema gadgadaya vangsha, voice choked. Our Gurudev explained, because being blessed by Nrisingha Bhagavan and all this realization came, and inspired by him, it is actually Nrisingha Bhagavan who is speaking through the mouth of Prahlad, his own glories and why he appeared and everything. Like in that song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Siddha Deho Diya Brindavana Maje Sebamrita Koradan Pyaya Prem Mata Kori More Shuno Ninjo Gunagan. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, O Supreme Lord Radha Krishna, please give me my eternal spiritual realized form and make me drink prema to your lotus feet, and in that intoxicated state I will sing your glories and you will hear. Means by their grace we can sing their glories and they are hearing. So they are speaking. And Dhruva Maharaj also, when Narayan touched conch shell on his cheek, some say on throat, then everything appeared in his heart. Then he spoke prayers. Actually, Narayan speaking through the mouth of Dhruva, because by his blessing. Prahlad also is speaking by the blessing of Nrisingha. Brahma, when he took all the calves and cowherd boys, then when he surrendered to Supreme Lord, then Krishna blessed him, everything was revealed, then those prayers are spoken by Krishna and heard by Krishna. So that is pure process. Krishna is telling by what process you cannot get him and by what process you can get him. So here Prahlad also will speak now. Prahlad said, how is it possible for me, who have been born in a family of demons to please the Lord. The Devatas, headed by Lord Brahma and all the sages and siddhas who are immersed in Sattva Guna, could not properly worship the Lord by streams of excellent words. He was still angry. They could not do. I think that wealth, family, beauty, austerity, learning, power of the senses, splendor, power, strength of the body, effort, intelligence, karma, jnana, or Ashtanga Yoga cannot satisfy the Lord. All these sattvic qualities. The Lord was satisfied with the king of the elephants by his devotion to the Lord. Gajendra, he had pure devotion to Supreme Lord in his heart. That is why Supreme Lord was satisfied with him. But he was not satisfied with these demigods, because that was Satya Guna and some self-interest there. I consider a dog eater who has dedicated everything, mind, words, activities, wealth and life to the Supreme Lord, superior to a Brahmana who has all 12 items of the previous verse, but who is averse to the lotus feet of the Lord. He, that Chandala or that dog eater, now he's not dog eater, but he was born in dog eater's family, means Chandala. He purifies his whole family, whereas the so-called respectable person does not. He may be Brahmin, he may have control over senses and everything, but if he is not devotee of Supreme Lord, then he cannot purify himself nor any of his family. But one who is born as a dog eater, but dedicates everything to Supreme Lord in pure devotion, then he is superior and he can purify his whole family. That is why when Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj was preaching in Western countries, he awakened that devotion. But not all could understand that glory of those devotees at the beginning. The Lord, complete in himself and merciful, does not accept the respect of an ignorant person for his own benefit. Whatever that person gives to the Lord is for that person's benefit, just as a face beauty produces a beautiful reflection. It is not that Supreme Lord lacks something and now we give. Like one time I told to one person, you should serve the Supreme Lord. Then he told me, does Supreme Lord need my service? Then like he's lacking something, he's weak or so, like this. Then no, Prahlad Maharaj is saying it is not that Supreme Lord is accepting respect or service because of his own benefit. What we give to him, that is for our benefit. Like when you have a mirror, so if you decorate the face, then automatically mirror that reflection will be beautified. Here in the commentary, here is from another point. Supreme Lord is saying to Prahlad. Then respecting me by hearing, chanting and offerings is bhakti. I am pleased with that, and not by austerity or study of the Vedas. If that is so, it means that I am self-centered. I am egoistic. I want. Then Prahlad is saying that is not so. You, the Lord, do not accept respect from an ignorant person for yourself. Everyone from Brahma to the tree is ignorant. No righteous person accepts respect from a person devoid of knowledge of scripture. It is said that the quality of knowledge in a person is the cause of accepting his respect. And a certain quality fixed in you is a cause of accepting that person's respect. You are complete in your own attainments, but merciful. Means you accept out of mercy, not because of need or because of self-centeredness, egoistic. Thus you accept the respect of an ignorant person. Why do you accept? You accept to show mercy to him. Your accepting his respect is your quality of mercy, which is fixed in you. That is the cause. You do not gain by the respect given by any material person, but the giver of respect gains. Whatever worship a person offers to the Lord is beneficial for that person. Just as the beauty of tilak on the face is reflected in a beautiful image on a mirror. Beautifying a reflection does not produce a beautiful reflection. If you serve Supreme Lord, then you will be benefited. But if you want to beautify the reflection, then that will not be possible. You have to put on the face. So we have to serve Supreme Lord. Then we'll be benefited. Like when you water at the root of tree, then whole tree is nourished. So when Jiva is serving Supreme Lord, she is benefited. That is the real self. In that way, the real self-interest is fulfilled. That is why before Prahlad Maharaj said, they don't know that service to Vishnu is their own self-interest. They are ignorant of this fact. We think I have to enjoy. That will be self-interest, like separate enjoyment. That is the same like hand is thinking, I will directly take food. Why I will give to stomach? No, I will eat. But that will not be possible. Because that is not constitutional position and the system is not like that. When hand gives to the stomach, then hand is benefited. Like that, when Jiva serves Supreme Lord, that is a real benefit for the Jiva. My confusion is gone. Though low born, I will glorify the Lord with my entire endeavor as far as my intelligence allows. By this glorification, a person who has entered samsara by ignorance can purify himself. Nicha Jaya Guna Visargam Anupravishtaha Anuvarnitena. And this I have to see in Sanskrit. Anupravishta, one who entered. By describing your glories, a person who has entered the torment of samsara can purify himself and then liberate himself. From marginal potency we have entered into samsara. Not from Goloka, but from marginal potency. And it is also, some say, that Jiva is always in this world. That is also not correct. Because here Prahlad is saying, those who have entered the samsara, they can purify themselves by bhakti. Why we entered? Because we didn't want to serve Supreme Lord, we wanted to enjoy Maya. That is the cause of entering. There is a cause. Bhayam dvitiya abhiniveshata syat ishat apetasya viparyo smriti. Ishat apetasya means turning away from Supreme Lord, not wanting to serve Him, wanting to enjoy Maya. That is the cause of bondage. And release from bondage is when we surrender to Supreme Lord. O my Lord, all the devatas headed by Brahma are your servants, situated in a position of sattva. They are not like us who are full of fear. You have performed your pastime with your pleasing appearance for the protection and prosperity of the universe and your devotee, and for your own pleasure. For the preservation and flourishing of the universe and your devotee, and for your own pleasure, for doing Lila, you have performed the pastime of killing this demon. O Nrisingha, cease your anger now that you have killed my father. Since even saintly persons take pleasure in killing a scorpion or a snake, all the worlds have achieved great satisfaction because of the death of this demon. Everyone recognizes your action. All people remember this forum in order to be free from fear. Even good people take pleasure in killing a scorpion or snake because it gives suffering to others. They remember this forum for removing fear. Nrisingha Bhagavan. O unconquered Lord, I am not afraid of your ferocious mouth, tongue, eyes bright like the sun, your frowning eyebrows, your sharp teeth, your garland of intestines, your bloody mane, or your wedge-like ears. I do not fear your tumultuous roaring, which makes elephants flee, or your nails, which pierce the enemy. O Lord, I'm seeing where it is mentioned. Yes, next verse it will come. Because our Gurudev was explaining, so I remember. So it comes in this verse. He said, I am not afraid of you, like others, they are afraid. But I am not afraid of you. Then what he is afraid of? Now Prahlad will say, O Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls. Excellent Lord, thrown into the association of devouring demons, bound by my karmas, I am afraid of destruction through the intolerably fierce wheel of samsara. When will you call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which award liberation? What he is afraid of? This material existence. Samsara, our Gurudev taught. And here also in commentary, I am afraid of the bad association which produces aversion to you. I am afraid of the violence of the fierce wheel of samsara, intolerable because it is filled with hatred and criticism of you. This is what I'm afraid. Bad association, material existence, because here all are only want to enjoy and they hate and criticize Supreme Lord. Prahlad here indicates that he is not afraid of ordinary samsara. For he will later say, O best of the great personalities, I am not at all afraid of material existence, for wherever I stay, I am fully absorbed in thoughts of your glories and activities. That is no problem for him, because he is already a liberated soul. Like Mahaprabhu said, Mama Janmani Janmanishwari Bhavata, I only want your devotion wherever I stay. That is no problem. But he was afraid of this bad association who criticize Supreme Lord and hate Supreme Lord. So here, this is because I have been thrown among, this is still in the commentary. This is because I have been thrown among the demons who desire to eat me, since I am your devotee. Then Nrisingha Bhagavan is telling, did I throw you there? Then Prahlad Maharaj is saying, no, I am bound by my karmas, by my actions. Therefore, when will you be pleased and call me to massage your lotus feet, which are the shelter giving release from samsara? Our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Oi Nanda Tanuja Kinkarang Patitang Mang Bishamay Babam Budau Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Dhuli Sudrisham Vichintaya. Tabanita Dasa Muit Toma Pasoria Pori Achi Babar Nave Maya Badda Hoya Kripa Kori Koro More Pada Dulisama Tomar Seba Koron Tomar Sebono. It is due to my bad action. I became averse to you, that I am fallen in this world. It is horrible world. Supreme Lord does not throw us. By becoming averse to him, we are thrown by Maya. And those who are then getting sadhu sangha, they will pray, O Supreme Lord, please take me as your servant. Kripaya tava pada pankaja stita dhuli. Here Prahlad Maharaj also says, I want to serve your lotus feet. I want to massage your lotus feet. Please be pleased and call me. So no one is to be blamed for this predicament. It is due to our misuse of relative independence. And it is only proper use of our relative independence by surrendering to Supreme Lord that we can come out. O Lord, because of this, I am suffering in every single life by the fire of lamentation arising from birth, with experience of separating from and meeting friends and enemies. The solution to suffering is also suffering. But thinking I am happy, I am wandering from body to body. Please tell me how I can be your servant. Even in a body of a pig, I think I am happy. In commentary, you can remember when Indra got cursed and he became pig. Then Brahma came to him and wanted to take him back to heavenly planets. That is so far position than pig who is eating stool. And Brahma told him, I will take you to heaven. Then that pig said, no, I am happy here. I am happy. I have my wife. I have my children. I am eating this stool. So I don't believe you. I'm happy. So like that, we jivas in illusion, we think like that. But once you get little awakened, Brahma also awakened Indra, then he could understand. Krishna comes to awake us that you are not this body, you belong to me, you should come to me. But we don't believe Krishna. That is our misfortune. O Nrisingha, taking association of persons who take shelter of your feet, hearing pastimes of the Supreme Lord from devotees in Dasya, Sakya and Madhurya Rasa, which are sung by Brahma, becoming free from material attachment, I will easily overcome separation from you. How? Sadhu Sangha Harikatha. Narottam Thakur said in song, Sadhu Sangha Harikatha. How I will use my greed, extreme desire, for what? For Sadhu Sangha Harikatha, to hear Harikatha from pure devotees. Then everything is, you will become free from material attachment, and you can easily overcome this distance, separation, means detachment from Supreme Lord. You will go to Him. The mother and father are not the protection for their child. Medicine is not protection for sick person. A boat is not a remedy for a person drowning in the ocean. For those who do not accept you, the remedies accepted by suffering people in this world are not a shelter at all. In the commentary, without you, no remedy for suffering is successful. The mother and father are not the protectors of a child, since one sees that the child suffers even if they protect him. Sometimes they even try to kill their children, as in the case of Ajigartha, who sold his son Sunashepa as a human sacrifice. So you see, in Puranas also this is happening. Now in Kali Yuga also this is happening. Parents, they kill their children. Medicine is no protection for sick person, since even persons who take medicine die. A boat is not a shelter for a person drowning in the ocean, for one sees that boats also sink. Thus, suffering persons who by their desire do not recognize you, do not obtain a solution to their problems by their remedies. Tavat is only ornamental. In astrology also you have so many remedies. And that will help you, but that will only change little your karma. But you cannot be released from karma. Then you will produce new karma like this. So that is not complete solution. That is like karma kant solution. But real solution is pure devotion. By that you can destroy all your prarabdha karma and you can get absolute bliss. Recent or ancient objects created or transformed by people with individual natures, and the persons who attain the objects are merely forms of you. The place in which the act is done, the indirect cause, the time of doing it, the immediate cause of doing it, the reason for doing it, the doer, for whom it is done, from whatever it is made, to whomever it is offered, whatever is produced and in what manner it is produced, all of this is you alone. Everything is controlled by Supreme Lord. He is giving the strength to act. He is giving instruments. He is giving the result of those actions. Everything is controlled by Him. Here, only this commentary I will read. When parents act as protectors, they are nothing but your forum. Whatever recent persons or ancient persons like Brahma perform is your forum, but in the form of your Maya Shakti, not your real Swarup. The place of action, the cause, the time of action, the cause, the reason, the relationship with others involved, the source of the action, the recipient of the action, the performer of action, what is produced, as well as how he does the action, these define the action in detail. The person with individual gunas like sattva, which arise from you, who are without gunas, produces or transforms objects. But those persons and the object themselves are all the form of the Lord. Means this through Maya, He is giving all this, through material energy. He is giving strength, opportunity for action, creates actions, then also result. Everything is controlled by Him. So everything is His form. It's very nice here Prahlad Maharaj is saying. So a few more I want to read because I am eager. Maya, whose gunas are agitated by the glance of your Purusha expansion in the form of time, that is Mahavishnu, he glances at Maya, and that is agitated by the Shakti of time, creates the insurmountable subtle body made of mind and other elements, composed of desires, worldly desires, which causes secular and religious actions, which in turn becomes the wheel of samsara with 16 spokes or transformations caused by ignorance. What person who does not take shelter of you can surpass this? No one. No one can get liberation from subtle body. Because the root cause of why we are in subtle body is not removed. We are averse to Krishna. Only one who is surrendered to Krishna, he can go out. Yes. Those separate from you, those who do not worship you, cannot overcome it. Your pure devotees, however, can overcome it. O Lord, O Supreme Power, you conquer the material gunas contained in the jiva's intelligence at all times by your Swarup Shakti. You are the time which agitates the gunas. You destroy ignorance in the subtle body. Please bring near you that person who has been thrown in the wheel of 16 spokes by ignorance and is being squeezed like a piece of sugar cane. If you go to India, then you can see those machines. That is sugar cane, like a stick, and they will put under that wheel, and then they will squeeze and juice will come out. But that is not all. Again he will squeeze, and then again he will fold it again like this. Again he will squeeze, and then again he will fold 4 times and squeeze like this again and again to squeeze all the juice out. So we are like this in this material existence. Please bring near you that person, means Prahlad is praying, who has been thrown in the wheel of 16 spokes by ignorance and is being squeezed like a piece of sugar cane. Again and again. I have seen the lifespan, wealth, and power of the Devatas which people desire. The Devatas were destroyed by the movement of the eyebrow of my father, made in anger or jest, but you have destroyed him. Here is written, I do not see anyone except you who possesses power. He to whom I surrender will deliver me from samsara. So I saw how they were destroyed by my father and how my father was destroyed. So you are supreme power. I do not want these objects of enjoyment, lifespan, wealth, power, or sense enjoyment of living beings up to that of Brahma, which are all destroyed by your power as time. Everything will be destroyed. Take me to the sight of your servant. That is what I want. I don't want nothing, this sense, enjoy, lifespan, long life, health. No. I want the association of your devotee. Because there I will get, yes, devotion. So I don't want anything. I know that being at the sight of your servant is the best. What is the use of material objects which are pleasant only to hear about and to see? What is the use of the body which is a breeding place of unlimited diseases? Though a person knows this condition of life, he pacifies the fire of desire by a drop of hard-earned happiness, but does not become attached. Our Gurudev used to tell us this. Wait, I will find. Kvedam kalevaram ashesha rujam virohach. This body is, and there is in another verse also, Roga Mandiram. It is this body is the temple of diseases. All the time. You can little lessen by healthy lifestyle and medicine. You can lessen, but you cannot cure of all diseases and for all time. No, because it is breeding place of unlimited diseases. Prahlad Maharaj is saying. And we have that fire of desire then with a drop of hard-earned happiness, but does not become detached. How nicely here in commentary. What is this? Nrisingha is saying. Everyone desires enjoyment and power. Nrisingha telling. Then Prahlad is saying, everyone is ignorant. Like we think everyone in the world, they are running after sense enjoyment and working and position, everything. So let me also do. I want to see, I want to experience, I want to see for what the whole world is running after. That is our thinking. But we don't know what Prahlad Maharaj is telling, and Kata Upanishad is telling, and other. Nrisingha said, well, what is this? Everyone desires this, so you should also desire. Then Prahlad said, everyone is ignorant. They are foolish. objects like a kingdom give happiness by seeing them only, like a marriage, or give happiness by hearing about them only, since they actually do not give a drop of happiness because of worry, calamities, attachment, hatred, envy, and competition. This is naturally coming with all those things. It is attached to it. Even if there is happiness, the happiness is the greatest suffering because of inability to enjoy it, since the body is a place of disease. All the time disease. You cannot eat what you want, you cannot digest, and so many other diseases. Knowing the nature of this happiness, a person pacifies the fire of desire by a drop of happiness attained with difficulty, but the fire again springs up, and he does not become detached from it. In 9th canto in Bhagavatam, the Jajati Maharaj, he was having sexual enjoyment with Devayani, wife, and in palace, no need to work, whole time only sense enjoyment, and for 1,000 years. After 1,000 years he was not satisfied. He came to this realization that this is not the procedure to be satisfied. He told it is like putting fire on ghee. No, ghee on fire, sorry. We know if you put water on fire, then that will finish the fire. But if you think that by putting ghee on the fire you will finish, that is not possible. The fire will increase. So by fulfilling lusty desires, they will not be finished. They will be increased. That is the nature. And people, they have this experience. That is why they have to go to another partner, they have to change all this all the time, never finished. Because of this. And then disease comes, then they cannot enjoy, they suffer like this. So Prahlad Maharaj is speaking the truth here. So we have to learn from this. So they, with great difficulty, they attain. They have to suffer so much. Then they attain, and that is a little subdued, and then again fire comes, and they are never detached. Not that they are not detached. That is increased, that desire. I, with prominence of passion, born in the family of demons, full of ignorance, have become the object of your mercy, since you placed your merciful lotus hand on my head, and not on the head of Brahma, Shiva, or Lakshmi. You do not have conceptions of high or low birth, like other beings, since you are the friend of the whole universe. Your mercy is obtained by service alone, like serving a desired tree. According to the degree of service, you give results, not according to high or low birth. O Lord, following people with all material desires who have fallen in the material snake hole, I have also fallen into the hole because of their association. But I have been accepted by Narad, who has made me part of himself. How can I give up the service to your servant? Prahlad is realizing the grace of Guru. So how can I give up service to your servant? Oh, unlimited Lord, I think you protected me and killed my father in order to make the words of your servant Narad come true. Taking his sword, wanting to kill me, my father said, "Let your Lord, someone other than me, protect you. I will cut off your head." In commentary, since you are under the control of your devotee, your mercy to people simply follows the mercy of the devotee. You are not merciful to those who do not take shelter of the devotees. I am not an exception. By the request of your devotee, you are merciful to all. This is expressed in this verse. You will find in Jiva Goswami's Bhakti Sandarbha that mercy of Supreme Lord is given to devotees and they give to others that bhakti. So that is why we have to take shelter of bona fide Guru at whose back Krishna is there. What this devotee will say, that Krishna will accept. Like here we see, Prahlad said, Supreme Lord is there inside. Then Supreme Lord fulfill that word of a devotee. Or if pure in 10th canto you will find whatever way the pure devotee show by their own example and by their instructions, that Supreme Lord will accept that. That is why those who will follow the instructions of pure devotee, definitely they will get that which is said there. What if pure devotees say, if you will chant Harina without offenses, you will attain prema, then that will happen, surely. But you have to do what pure devotee says. Then you will get the result without doubt. So here Prahlad Maharaj is saying, it is because of my Gurudev, because of Narad Goswami. You protected me and appeared and killed my father, everything because of this. So how I can give up the service of my Guru? He realized the mercy of Guru. So then he is further singing his prayers. Maybe we can continue later on. But later on, when Prahlad finishes his prayers, then Nrisingha Bhagavan is fully satisfied. No angry, nothing. Fully satisfied. Then he said, I want to give you one boon. Then Prahlad said, I don't want anything. I'm your servant. I'm not businessman. That I am serving you to get something. No. Don't say like this. Then Nrisinghadev said, no, you take one boon from me, because otherwise my name of one who is the best in giving boons will be diminished. Then Prahlad said, okay, that I don't want your name and fame diminished. So then give me this boon, that I should not have any desire for asking any boon from you. This boon you give me. I am demon, I am full of lust, I am selfish. So you please give me this boon, that I will not desire any boon from you. Then Nrisingha Bhagavan was very satisfied. Actually, he was asking these points only to show to the world how pure devotee sees things. He does not want anything else except service of Krishna. Then Nrisingha Bhagavan said, but it is like a cow. She must give milk to the calf. So you request for something. Then Prahlad Maharaj requested, "My father committed so many offenses to him. Please forgive him. Please purify him." See, Prahlad. Father wanted to kill him, but what Prahlad wants, he wants his welfare. Who can do like this? One who is Tarorapis Sahisnuna, tolerant like a tree. Ambrish Maharaj also did like that. Haridas Thakur also did like that. Jesus Christ also did like that. Only they who are real devotees, pure devotees, in real ego, they can do like this. We may say and we may understand, but to do it is not possible, as long as false ego is there. So, then Nrisingha Bhagavan told, "What to say of your father? He saw me. I touched him. I killed him. Is he not pure? Not only he, 21 your," two explanations there, 21 your forefathers in the dynasty, they also are all pure, purified, liberated. Or another explanation, your fathers and mothers in your previous 21 lives, those who are your parents in your previous 21 lives, those who served you directly, they also are all liberated. And then Nrisingha Bhagavan said, "You will take this throne." And then Prahlad Maharaj became king. He was 5 years old, but he became king. So this is the pastime of Nrisingha Bhagavan and his devotee Prahlad. Then Prahlad asked Nrisingha, "How is it that I got your grace, born in demon family?" Then Nrisingha Bhagavan told him, "Because in your previous life, you were son of Vasudev Sharma and Sushila, wife. They are good Brahmins, very good character Brahmins, and they had 5 children. You were the youngest, and all other 4 children, they were very good character. But you lost your character. You became attracted to one prostitute, and you were constantly enjoying her. And you totally ruined your life. You lost everything. But one day, because Kama Krodha Vijayate, when there is lust, that when desire will not be fulfilled, eventually anger will come, quarrel will come, fighting will come. That is natural. You cannot avoid. So they started quarreling like anything. That his name was, I forgot what was his name. Maybe Vasudev, and his father was Vasu Sharma or something. Anyway, Prahlad Maharaj in previous life, he was quarreling with that prostitute so much. They were both so angry that they could not eat anything and they could not sleep. And by some good fortune, that day was Nrisingha Chaturdashi. And Supreme Lord already ordered, whoever will follow fast on Nrisingha Chaturdashi, I will be satisfied. So unknowingly, he was following this Nrisingha Chaturdashi fasting. Then what to speak of those who will follow with faith? Brahma gets the power of creation by following this fast. Shiva, it is in Shastra, Shiva gets the power to destroy this universe by following on this fast, Nrisingha Chaturdashi. Not only fast, but worshipping Nrisingha Prahlad, but this prostitute, and they fasted. And the Supreme Lord was satisfied. Because of this Sukriti, she first became Apsara in heavenly planets and got enjoyment, and then she became devotee, pure devotee. But Prahlad Maharaj immediately in the womb, he got pure devotion by the grace of Narad. So you see what is the power of this Nrisingha Chaturdashi Vrata. So we have to do fasting and singing the glories. So there is more. Some other time I may read because it is very nice. All these points we can learn from there and we can act upon it. Then we can get eternal welfare. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was hearing this Lila of Dhruva and Prahlad 100 times. And again he wanted to hear, to show to us conditioned souls that we have to do this, to learn from this so that we will not go in the wrong direction. And the wrong direction will take us to suffering, eternal suffering. So out of mercy, Supreme Lord appears and attracts us. So I will sing 4 times Nrisingha, that mantra, as we are singing in our mat. Now already Nrisingha Bhagavan appeared. It is already twilight. Ito Nrisingha parato Nrisingha yato yato yamitato Nrisingha bahir Nrisingha hridaye Nrisingha Nrisingha madin sharanam prapadde namaste Narasimhaya pralada lada daine Hiranyakashiporvaksha Shila Tankana Kalaye Bhagisha Jasha Badane Lakshmir Jasha Chabakshashi Yashaste Hridaye Shambhitam Nrisingha Mahang Bhaje Shri Nrisingha Jai Nrisingha Jai Jai Nrisingha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Ito Nrisingha parato Nrisingha yato yato yamitato Nrisingha bahir Nrisingha hridaye Nrisingha Nrisingha madin sharanam prapadde namaste Narasimhaya pralada lada daine Hiranyakashiporvaksha Shila Tankana Kalaye Bhagisha Jasha Badane Lakshmir Jasha Chabakshashi Yashyaste Hridaye Shambhitam Nrisingha Mahang Bhaje Shri Nrisingha Jai Nrisingha Jai Jai Nrisingha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Ito Nrisingha parato Nrisingha yato yato yamitato Nrisingha bahir Nrisingha hridaye Nrisingha Nrisingha madin sharanam prapadde namaste Narasimhaya pralada lada daine Hiranyakashiporvaksha Shila Tankana Kalaye Bhagisha Jasha Badane Lakshmir Jasha Chabakshashi Yashaste Hridaye Shambhitam Nrisingha Mahang Bhaje Shri Nrisingha Jai Nrisingha Jai Jai Nrisingha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Ito Nrisingha parato Nrisingha yato yato yamitato Nrisingha bahir Nrisingha hridaye Nrisingha Nrisingha madin sharanam prapadde namaste Narasimhaya pralada lada daine Hiranyakashipurvaksha Shila Tankanakalaye Bhagisha Jasha Vadane Lakshmir Jasha Chabhakshashi Yashaste Hridaye Shambhitam Nrisingha Mahang Bhaje Shri Nrisingha Jai Nrisingha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Jai Dao Jai Dao Jai Dao Jai Dao Nrisingha Deber Jai Dao Jai Dao Nrisingha Deber Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakata Batsala Horir Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakata Batsala Horir Jai Dao Jai Dao Sarva Bigna Vinashaner Jai Dao Jai Dao Sarva Bigna Vinashaner Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakti Vigna Vinashaner Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakti Vigna Vinashaner Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakata Vatsala Horir Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakata Vatsala Horir Jai Dao Jai Dao Prahlad Maharajer 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 Jai Dao Jai Dao Patit Pavan Guru Dever Jai Dao Jai Dao Karunamoy Guru Dever Jai Dao Jai Dao Jai Guru De Bole Jai Dao Jai Dao Madhu Goswami Vishnu Pader Jai Dao Jai Dao Madhu Goswami Vishnu Pader Jai Dao Jai Dao Patit Pavan Prabhu Pader Jai Dao Jai Dao Karunamoy Prabhu Pader Jai Dao Jai Dao Jai Prabhu Pad Bole Jai Dao Jai Dao Gaur Kishore Das Baba Jir Jai Dao Jai Dao Bhakti Vinod Thakure Jai Dao Jai Dao Jagannath Das Baba Jir Jai Dao Jai Dao Rupanuga Guru Varger Jai Dao Jai Dao Sharago Samir Jai Dao Jai Dao Swarupa Damodare Jai Dao Jai Dao Gauranger Bhakta Brinder Jai Dao Jai Dao Shri Bas Panditer Jai Dao Jai Dao Gaura Shakti Gadadharer Jai Dao Jai Dao Sitapati Shri Adaiter Jai Dao Jai Dao Namacharya Hari Daser Jai Dao Jai Dao Patit Pavan Nitanander Jai Dao Jai Dao Karunamoy Nitanander Jai Dao Jai Dao Jai Nityananda Bole Jai Dao Jai Dao Patit Pavan Shri Gauranger Jai Dao Jai Dao Karunamoy Shri Gauranger Jai Dao Jai Dao Jai Shri Gaurango Bole Jai Dao Jai Dao Nitai Gauranger Jai Dao Jai Dao Nitai Gauranger Jai Dao Jai Dao Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Gandharvika Giridhari Jiu ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchadatatmak Shri Gaura Huri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Nayananath Jiu ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guruvare ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashanakari Shri Nrisingha Dev ki Jai. जय तदयस आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय. जय श्री नृसिंह चतुर्दशी तिथि बरा की जय. जय श्री नृसिंह चतुर्दशी व्रत की जय. जय व्रत पालनकारी भक्त वृंद की जय. जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय. जय श्री नारद गोस्वामी की जय. जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय. जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam.